The stone has started going on the front of the building, which is an enormous relief, because for a long time I think it just looked like a blue sort of porter cabin or something, which really wasn't the idea. Whenever you sort of were excited and you showed photos, people are like, right, so it's going to be blue, is it? And like, no, it's not going to be blue. You've got to imagine it's. But you know, we're actually starting to put the stone on now. This is locally quarried ironstone from the village, and you can see, you know, the iron veins in it, which is what gives it its name. And it's been cut by a local stonemason, again in the village, Rob Good, fantastic guy. He's done you know, some great stuff. So this is sawn and once rolled, so you get this lovely kind of riven split face, but then it's bedded with a very minimal jointing to kind of twist the way that it looks. And that gets built up actually with the shore calf behind it on a timber batten to allow us to fit our ties at any point that we want. And they started putting this up about a week ago, really, just over a week ago. And you can see they're already up to this point. So it's coming on relatively quickly, which is nice to see. And it's going to run all the way up to the top up there, and then there will be Core-10 panels over the heads of the windows. But it's been a long time coming, this stonework. We were kind of cracking along before Christmas, and then the weather really changed. And stonework is just very hard to do in winter. It's very hard to control the conditions. It's either wet or too cold, because you can't lay in the wet and you can't lay when it's too cold. Well, if it's sunny, if it's dry in winter, it's often cold, and if it's warm, it's wet. So you're kind of stuffed. And we had a really good sort of momentum going in the lead up to Christmas. Then we got a load of snow about 10 days before Christmas, 2 weeks before Christmas, and it really sort of took the energy out of any of the external works. And since then, it's been very hard to really get a head of steam up because of the season. We were hoping that it was really going to start turning, but we've got another week ahead of us of very, very cold weather. We're right on the edge of being able to lay stone in this temperature because it's just above freezing. The reason that we can is partly because we're doing a very thin bed. So the real benefit of this very thin bed is allowing us to sort of lay, if you like, in what would normally be not ideal block laying conditions. But we'll see how it goes. We might get snow later today or tomorrow, in which case we just gotta stop and wait. But it's well, the weather's like this, we're making some progress, which is fantastic.